I want to talk today about the biggest roadblock that gets in our way of never even starting a process to start to change our health and our lifestyle and to live the life that we're really capable of. And that is stress, anxiety, and call them what they really are, they're fear. Right. And so stress and anxiety, I want to break it down. Right. And this is something that I want to communicate that I've dealt with personally in my life, which is why I've kind of been able to study it and understand it. It's something that I deal with for a long time, been going to therapists for years, been on, anti-anxiety and stress medications. And this is something that personally I have worked really hard to understand. Right. So stress and anxiety, by definition, are fear of not knowing how to cope or handle things that have happened in the past and thinking about them in the present, or knowing that something is going to happen in the future and fearing that we don't know how to deal with them in the present as well. And so stress and anxiety are really both fear, but by definition, they are set in the past and in the future. And what I really want you to focus on and the action that you can take today, and it doesn't need to be perfect, but what you need to do is own the transitions of your day. And what I mean by owning the transitions of your day is by owning the present moment when we have the ability to think about what is happening right now. We cannot fear what is happening in front of our eyes, right? It is either something that we are fearing that is going to happen or fearing something that has happened. And so when we find out where are the transitions in our day, and I've gone through this with many people, and the kind of the 4 or 5 most common transitional places or points in your day are your desk, because when you sit down at your desk, you don't really have anything that you're doing at that second. When you sit down, you can usually have a pattern interrupt, which is really what we're looking to do right at that moment. When you get down, when you sit in your car, when you look at yourself in the mirror in the bathroom, when you get into bed, those are the 4 most common ones. And so those are all times when we can stop and interrupt the pattern of fear, stress, and anxiety in our day by simply having a reminder set of how to deal with that transition. And so what I mean by a reminder set is that I'd like you to have, and what I think a good action for you to take to start to overcome this is by putting an index card at those 4 places. So the bathroom mirror, your side table next to your bed, your desk, and your car dashboard or somewhere in there. And set the intention of the way that you want to feel, because we have control of the way that we want to feel. And we can start to do that by owning this transitional time. And to bring us basically this one simple thing, and I'm going to build off of it in the next video, is that to do this, all you have to do is look at that reminder, and that reminder puts you in the place that reminds you to stop and reflect, right? And so what we want to do is kind of just stop there, use that index card as our interrupt, and take 5 to 10 really nice deep breaths, 5 seconds in, 5 seconds out through our diaphragm, and really start to reflect on what is happening at that present time, which is nothing, okay? And so if we just stop and we tell ourselves to stop, breathe, and set intention of the way that we want to feel, then we can really start to own this transition time. So, getting in the car, just example, get in the car, sit down, nice deep breaths, release any tension that you feel from stress, anxiety, and fear of the past or of the future, and set an intention for the way that you want to feel moving forward, which is kind of listed on that card. And allow yourself to really internalize that for a second, and then go about your day, but focus on how you want to feel in the present moment. And again, I'm going to break that down a little bit more here in the next video, but for now, go ahead and use that stop, release the tension that you have, set the intention of where you want to be and the feeling that you want to have. I will credit Brendan Bouchard for this. I did not come up with this exactly, but pieces of it in terms of where to go and what to do, I did. So go ahead and use those, and we will continue building on your fixing the roots of your health.